In this video, we will demonstrate how head of department may set the goals for the department and cascade these goals to the line managers. You would need to go from the head of department account to the navigator, My Team Goals. Then you would need to go to My Organization Goals. My organization goals are equal to my departmental goals. This is the terminology coming from Oracle, which we cannot replace, so please note that it means my departmental goals. And if you look on the left, you will see that it is the third icon. This section allows heads of departments to set the goals for their departments, and we will show in this video how this process is going to happen. By accessing My Organization Goals, you, head of department, would need to click on Add Goal, enter the goal name. You can see that it is SMART, and then here you would need to, heads of departments would need to mention the start date and target completion date. It is very flexible depending on your requirements. The category will also need to be specified depending on what kind of goal you are assigning. And another important factor is the weight. If you see the number of goals here, you will be able to understand that different goals have different, let's say, priorities. So the weight allows to set the priority for the goals, and it's a requirement that is a must, because if you do not place the weight, then no goal will be part of performance evaluation. So it's very important to always distribute weights whenever you add new goals within the system. So here we have shown how we make sure that total is 100%. Click OK. Then here, if you would like to provide more details about the assignment or a goal that you are creating for your department, you may enter text here, and you can also add relevant attachments, reports, and so on, so that you are able to monitor and double check this at a later stage. And this is how the attachments look like. Once you have completed setting the goal, save and close the goal. And this would be the first step to set the departmental goal. The next step for the head of department will be to publish the goal, because if it is not published, then it will remain only available to the head of department, and head of department will be able to work on it on his or her own. If you would like to publish the goal and let all the employees of your department know about this particular goal, you would need to click on Publish. And then you would need to click the button Publish. Once the goal is published, you will be able to cascade this goal to the relevant team members so that they would work on achieving the same for your department. Publishing the goal is very important. Without publishing the goal, you will not be able to create goals for relevant line managers or team members who will be contributing to this goal achievement. Once you have published the goal, you would need to move to My Team Goals and decide who exactly would help you in achieving this particular goal of your department. Once head of department created the goals for the department, he or she will need to go to his team and cascade the same goals further, so that the team would be able to achieve relevant milestones in the departmental goal setting. we will show how to create goals for the team members in this video. You would need to go to Navigator once again, My Team, Goals. Please note that we are accessing head of department account, and the second icon will be related to the team that reports to the head of department. Therefore, it will show all relevant staff who is responsible for various functions within your department. Let's say if it is a sales related unit, then obviously all sales goals will be created for them. If it is an employee who works in operations, then obviously all operations goals of the department will be further cascaded or created for him or her. So once you decided what kind of goals the department needs to achieve, you will need to cascade each goal to relevant team members. Why is it required? It is required to delegate the assignments further so that they would contribute to the overall departmental goals achievement. And in the first video we have seen how we have set the goal for the department by specifying RFQ response rate, if you remember. And now we are going to create a goal for one of the staff reporting to the head of department, and we will specify what exactly this particular team member needs to do to achieve the overall departmental goal. So here is when the decision is already taken in terms of cascading. If you remember, we have set the departmental goal, and then we will need to add different goals to relevant team members so that they can achieve that operational or sales related goal. In this video, we are going to add a goal to one of the team members to help us with the departmental goal that we set in the beginning. Click Add Goal. Here you would need to enter the goal name. So in the beginning, we mentioned that the department overall needs to reduce RFQ response time by 30%. Here, the head of department may keep the goal exactly the same for the line manager, because head of department is not going to be involved in achieving that departmental goal, and therefore he or she will just set this goal for the responsible line manager. Or you can change the goal or make it smaller so that both you, head of department, and the line manager would work on it together. So in this case, we reduce the percentage, which means that 20% will be done by the head of department, or it may be done by another colleague, right? So here we just cascaded or made the overall departmental goal smaller for one of the team members by reducing the percentage. It can be reducing the figure, it can be giving smaller tasks. For example, if we had overall departmental goal of increasing customer service or customer satisfaction levels by 30%, we can give different tasks to different line managers. One of them would need to, I don't know, make 50 calls per day to maintain a client relationship atmosphere. Another line manager would need to produce relevant reports or revamp current customer satisfaction approach, and so on. So this is how we make the overall goal cascade, and this is how we make it smaller so that every team member is able to work on it and complete overall departmental goal. So here we just reduced the percentage of overall departmental goals set in the first video. Again, you would need to specify the target completion date, the deadline, the category, and most importantly, the weight. If you remember, the weight is very important, because if you keep it 0, the goal will not be part of employees' performance evaluation. and you need to make sure that it comprises 100%. If you decide to help the employee or line manager understand that there is particular assignment and that you have he or she has to do various actions, you can enter them in description and success criteria fields. You can also add attachments if you would like to provide the line manager with more information about the assignment. Save and close. And this is the moment of adding the goal to one of the line managers. And this goal was cascaded from overall departmental goal of reducing response time by 30%. The next step for the head of department will be to align this team member's goal with the departmental goal. And we will show how the alignment would look like and what is it made for. To align the goal, you would need to click on orange button on the right and then align. Here, head of department will see all the organization goals that he or she set for the year. And obviously the relevant goal needs to be aligned with relevant organization goal. And we will select reduce RFQ response time by 30%, which is the goal for medical equipment business. Click align. So now this employee is aligned to overall departmental goal, and he will know how he is contributing to the overall achievement of medical equipment business in this example. So this is the goal set by the head of department for overall department, and this is what the line manager needs to achieve on his own or with his team. Goal alignment is possible to view using this icon here. During the year, heads of departments will be able to update their organization goals based on the progress of the line managers and their subordinates. We will show how to do it in this video. You would need to go to Navigator, My Team, Goals. In this video or in this section, you will be able to go to My Organization Goals, and you will see all the goals that were created for your department by yourself. If we look at the last goal here, we will be able to click on Alignment button, and by hovering on every employee who reports to you or to the head of department, we will be able to see the progress of their achievement. So here you will see 25%, here you would see 0%, here you would see 0%, and so on. So depending on what exactly the team has achieved, you will be able to update overall organization goals. So by clicking on the goal here, you will be able to change completion percentage to 25% because some of the team members have done some progress, and you may mark to yourself that 25% of the goal is already achieved. This is how the updating the organization goals look like. Gulf Drug Performance Management System is working in the following way. All the goals will be created for employees by their managers. So let's say if you are a line manager, then the goals created for you will be coming from the head of department. If you are an individual employee, then again the goals will be coming from your immediate manager. And we will show in this video how the line manager is going to share the assignments with his or her subordinates through the system. We are accessing the account from line manager with line manager credentials. We will need to go to Navigator, about me goals. Here, the line manager in section called My Goals will be able to see all the goals that were created for his unit by the head of department. This is the starting point for the line manager to decide what is going to be delegated to his subordinates. Before the line manager decides to delegate relevant goals to subordinates, if he decides so, because there are two options. You may keep the goals only to yourself as a line manager and work on it individually without cascading it further. But if you wish to delegate the goal further and work on it together with your team, then you would need to click on the button on the right, and you would need to click on Share. Share means that the employees will understand that a particular goal was shared with them. This is not making them accountable for the assignment yet. It's just more of FYI for their information, to understand that they have an assignment to work on together with you. Here, the line manager would need to decide who the goals need to be shared with, and here the line manager will be able to select either direct reports or even search a person within the system and share this goal with a colleague from another department, for example, if they're supposed to work on it together. Mostly you will need to select direct reports, and then from here you will be able to select who is supposed to work with you on this particular assignment given to you by the head of department. Once you added all the employees, you can save and close and click OK. Now you will see the sign, which means that you shared the goal with relevant subordinates, and they will also receive notification about that. By clicking on this icon, you can see who you shared the goal with. So, since you shared this goal with 2 employees, you will need to let them know what exactly they need to do to help you with this unit goal achievement. In order to do so, the line manager would need to go to My Team and further create assignments for the team members who he or she shared this goal with. Go to My Team Goals. And here you will see the 2 employees who report to this line manager. In order to let this line manager delegate the initial goal shown in the unit goal, he will need to decide what each employee will do to contribute to that goal. He would then click on Mustafa as the first employee who he shared the first goal with, and he would add a new goal to him. Why do we need that? We need that to make the initial unit goal smaller, because this is the individual assignment that you would like Mustafa to perform as your subordinate. Another assignment would be given to his colleague, and so on. So this is what we call goal cascading. So it does not mean that overall unit goal that you need to achieve and report to your head of department will be done by individual employee, right? Here you are delegating it further, cascading it further. That is why we will need to create assignments for both employees who you have just shared the goals with as a line manager. So if you remember, our departmental goal for the department was reducing RFQ response rate by 30%. Then for your unit, for the line manager, it was reducing RFQ response time by 10%. And here for an individual employee, we have reduced it up to down to 5%, which means that the individual employee obviously needs to contribute with less effort, because it is further cascaded to him for achievement. It's just an example. In reality, again, you would be giving smaller assignments or smaller pieces that would contribute to the overall departmental goal. Once again, any manager would need to specify the category of the goal as well as the deadlines here and the weightages. We have given various tasks to this employee, so we need to make sure they comprise 100% and we put weights everywhere. Once you are done with creating the goal for your team member, you would need to click Save and Close once again. Click Save and Close. Okay, so this particular employee now will have one more assignment to work on, and if you would like to align his goal with your own, with the unit goal, you would need to do the following. Click on the right and click Align. Here the line managers need to be careful because they are line managers. They do not need to select organization goals. They always need to select manager shared goals or head of department shared goals, because you would like, as a line manager, you would like to link your staff with unit goals, not departmental goals. That's why it's important to select here manager shared goals. Since our goal was related to reducing RFQ response time, and Mustafa will be contributing to it by only 5%, you would need to select the relevant goal and click Align. And now the goals were aligned. By clicking on this icon or seeing this icon means that you have aligned the goals, and now we will show what again goal alignment means and how it can bring value to you as a line manager. Click on goal alignment, and here you will be able to see how your subordinate contributes to a unit goal, which is 10%, as well as what the departmental goal was. This is what goal alignment is, and this is how cascading of goals works in case you would like, or a unit manager would like to delegate the tasks to his team members. In this video we will show how line managers can update their unit goals by checking the progress of their team members. Click on the navigator on the left, My Team, Goals. Here the line manager will be able to see the goals that were created for him by the head of department. These goals are unit goals for his particular unit and the team. In order to update the status of your unit goal, you need to check what your team has achieved so far, and here it shows 0%. If it shows 25%, then you will see that your team members have completed 25%. Yeah? So once you checked what your team has achieved, you can update your goal accordingly. If it is in progress, you will place 25 or 50%. Once again, it will depend on what your team has achieved so far. If you have completed the goal, you will need to select 100%. But once again, every line manager needs to check what their team has achieved. By clicking on alignment button, you will be able to understand what your team have done in order to help you with the unit goal that you that you got from the head of department and delegated further to the team members. In this video, we will show how the manager can evaluate performance of the employees and send it for approval of the head of department. Line managers would, if they do end-of-year performance evaluation, all line managers would receive notifications from their staff who have completed self-evaluation. Once every staff reporting to you completed self-evaluation, the line manager will be able to proceed with the manager evaluation by clicking on the notification or by visiting the tab called My Team Performance. So in the section called My Manager Evaluations, you can see all your team members as well as the progress of their evaluation from your side. Since this employee has completed self-evaluation, you as a manager may proceed with the next steps of manager evaluation. The second step of end-of-year performance evaluation is related to 360 feedback requests. This step is optional and you are not obliged to do so. However, if you would like to obtain additional feedback about the employee, you may use 360 feedback and it is available within the system. For now, we will proceed with manager evaluation of workers by clicking on Begin. And here the line manager or head of department can see various sections. The first one will be related to goals, and here you will see all the goals that employee has worked on during the course of year. Obviously these goals were assigned by you to the employee, and you will perfectly know the real progress and what happened in this particular goals achievement. And you as a manager would need to further evaluate in the section here the achievement of the employee. You will also see the results of self-evaluation of the employee right here below and the comments from the employee. Now you as a manager will be able to set the ratings, which are the final ones, because the manager ratings are the key in performance evaluation process. And if you need to double check what each rating means, you will need to click here on the left. Later on we will show how it looks like, and plus you can enter the comments here in this box. This will show these comments will show to the employee in the final evaluation results. If you go to the next section, you will find all the competencies or behaviors that employee needs to display in his workplace. You will also see what employee thinks about himself or herself in terms of these particular competencies or behaviors. Then you as a manager would need to evaluate their behaviors or competencies in the workplace. If you doubt the meaning of the competency, you can click on the left side at any time. You will see the meaning of the competency, and you will also see what the ratings mean. So here you will perfectly understand how many stars you would need to put to the employee for this particular behavior or competency. You will need to select 1, 2, 3, or 4 and place the relevant rating. The last step will show you the overall summary section. This is very important because the rating of a manager here is the final rating that is linked to the reward in the end of year performance evaluation. This part shows the rating of an employee. If he belongs to people managers group or non-sales, then this would be the right combination of targets and competencies. You as a manager can provide comments as well, which will be reflected in the final performance document. The last step of the performance evaluation is related to assigning the employee to relevant training courses, which will be available in the drop-down as shown on the screen. If the goals are not available in the drop-down, you may enter, sorry, not goals, the courses. You will be able to add the courses in the open text box, and the HR department will take care of provision of such courses to the relevant employee. This is how the drop-down would look like. It would have many more courses in a live system. And also you as a manager will be able to see the 360 feedback results from the people who you requested it from. Since we didn't request it from anyone, it will not show any results. Please know that 360 feedback results are anonymous. The employees will not see who provided the feedback about them. However, you as a manager will see who participated in 360 feedback review for that particular employee. Once you are done with evaluation, click submit, then yes, and OK. The next step for the line manager would be sending the evaluation that he has just done for the approval of the head of department. We will show how to do it now. You will see the next step or the next task called first approval. Click begin and submit it for the approval of the head of department or the next line manager. Click OK. And OK once again. So now it was submitted to the head of department for approval. Once it gets approved by the top management, it will be released or it will be communicated to the managers for further sharing of the performance document with the employee. This video will show how head of department may approve the performance evaluation documents sent by line managers for his or her approval. Heads of departments would receive notifications about that. Approval required for the performance document and the name of the employee who was evaluated by the line manager reporting to the head of department. Head of department will be able to see the ratings that were given to the particular employee by the line manager, shown here. It will show overall rating, and if the head of department would like to check more details about the evaluation results done by the line manager, then head of department can click here on the related link. If the head of department is fine with the results displayed here, then he may approve or reject. Obviously approve if the results, if he or she agrees with the results, or the head of department can also reject, which will go back to the line manager for re-evaluation. And actions are allowing to request additional information about the performance results of the employee. So in other words, head of department can access the evaluations that their line managers are doing for the teams reporting to the line managers. Heads of departments may click and check all the comments, ratings and so on, and then they can take a decision on approving or rejecting the performance evaluation results submitted by their line managers. Heads of departments can also check the ratings meanings in the same way any line manager can, as well as competencies, overall summary section, and 360 feedback information. And then the head of department may approve or reject the performance evaluation done by the line manager reporting to him. In this way, the head of department would approve the performance evaluation of the line manager, and the line manager would receive notification about that and complete the performance evaluation process. In this video, we will demonstrate how the line manager can share the final performance document with the employee and print the performance document within the system. Once head of department approved the performance evaluation done by the line manager, the line manager will receive notification. And the line manager can see that the head of department has approved the evaluation done by the line manager. Then you as a line manager, you can go either to notifications or to my team performance. From here you will be able to see all the status for each employee in terms of performance evaluation, and you will see the last step called share performance document. This will become available after head of department approves the evaluation ratings that you provided your subordinates with. This is also very important, because if you do not share the performance document with the employee, he or she will never know what the ratings he or she received. Plus, the process of performance evaluation will not be complete, and we will not be able to extract reports and further recommendations on reward for the management. The line manager would need to click on Begin, and then he or she will be able to review the results before sharing the document with the employee. And then the line manager will click Share and Release. He or she can provide relevant comments to the employee. And then line manager would need to click OK. In this way, the employee has received the performance evaluation results, and he will receive a notification about that. And you, as a line manager, can also print the performance document of this particular employee, and then you can use it during your performance review discussion if you have such discussions in place. The system populates it in a PDF format. You may download it or you may print it directly. The PDF document contains exactly the same elements that you have done during performance evaluation, such as overall summary section, where the manager rating is the most important one. Then you will see all the goals that the employee has worked on and the ratings provided by you as a line manager. Then competencies with ratings would follow, and 360 feedback, results, and training needs analysis would follow as well. So it's exactly the same what you did during performance evaluation. You may print it or you may download a copy. In this video, we will demonstrate how the manager may nominate employees for career development. In the end of the year, we will be able to receive ratings related to employees' performance, and we can extract information about high performers as well as low performers who deserve further career development opportunities. For high performers, it will be goals related to their further promotion or responsibilities extension, and for low performers, the goals will be related to their performance shortage in order to give them the chance to improve and remain within the organization. We will show how the manager can nominate employees for various career development goals. As mentioned before, the first reason for career development is called performance shortage. You would need to enter this when creating a goal for the employee. And the second reason is related to high performance and further promotion. For that purpose, you would need to go to Navigator, My Team, Career Development. In My Team Development's goal, you will see the team members, and you can select the team member who you think needs to develop his career further, and you can add a developmental goal. Here we recommend you to communicate with HR. We can advise you relevant steps required to improve employees' performance, and we can also advise relevant steps for checking if the employee is eligible for promotion. So in this case, we can set relevant assignments for the employee and check if he or she is really able to, let's say, perform the managerial or the job of a director, in case you would like to promote that employee. You would need to specify a goal in the goal name, select the deadlines, and select the category. Please note that the goals here are not related directly to the performance. They are more related to skills development, to obtaining relevant certifications or trainings, and so on. Those goals are related to either keeping the employee within the organization if he was nominated for termination, or to the promotion, where again you would give assignments that would help you to understand if that employee is eligible for promotion. And the two categories will be here. We discussed them in the very beginning. The completion percentage will be 0 because it hasn't been started yet. And always remember to uncheck Allow Workers to Update Goals checkbox. Because if it is checked, employees can change the details of the goal content that you assigned to them. So save and close, and now you can see that you gave the developmental goal to one of your team members. This video will demonstrate how the manager can approve the goals related to career development that were submitted by the employee. The manager would receive the notification about completion of the goal by the employee, and then the manager will be able to see the goal name, the goal category, and the status. Here the manager can approve or reject, as well as request additional information about career development goal achievement. By clicking on Approve, the manager would approve the career development goal. Once the career development goal was approved by the manager, the employee would receive notification, and if all the career development goals have been complete, then the manager would need to schedule a meeting with the HR as well as the employee in order to discuss further actions related to either termination, if the career development was done for improving performance of an employee, or for promotion if that career development goal was created for the purpose of promoting an employee. Another tool available for the managers within the system is called 9-box grid. We discussed it in the presentation. In this video we will show how we can access 9-box grid and how it will look like. Please consult HR at all times when you would like to use such tools, because we can give you more descriptors and we can identify the top talent who we would like to retain within GolfTrack, and we can also identify other types of talent who require who have different training needs as well as different types of assignments. Click on the navigator on the left, About Me, My Team Performance. Since we are accessing the system as a line manager, you will see all your team members in the third icon called My Organization. Then you can click on Performance and Potential. And here, based on the performance evaluation results, you will be able to see all the team members who report to you in different boxes. Now here we do not have the descriptors, unfortunately, due to system limitation, but you can always consult HR for clarifying this and identifying your top talent, mismatched talent, as well as other types of talent who also require different approaches and recommendations. There are sometimes cases when you are not able to join the 9-box grid, and for that purpose you need to make sure that you have completed performance evaluation and that you have assigned the relevant potential to every colleague within your department. We will show how to assign potential in the next video. Here you may select relevant performance documents that would take or fetch the performance ratings for other employee categories as well. Then you will be able to see your team in full, as well as by hovering here you can see the details of your employees as well as their names. Yeah. In this video we will demonstrate how you may assign potential to the employees within the department so that you can access the 9-box talent grid. In the previous video we have shown how 9-box talent grid works. It consists of performance ratings as well as potential. So if you do not set the potential first, the 9-box grid will not show you the correct information. Please have a look how you may assign potential to your staff. Potential means the level of ambition and the desire to grow within the employee. Potential may be low, medium, or high. It is assigned up by the managers to their employees up to a manager's opinion in terms of what they see in the employee in the day-to-day people management activities. For that purpose you would need to go to the navigator once again, access About Me, My Portrait, Then you would need to go to the organization chart, and you will be able to see all the employees reporting to you as a line manager or head of department. By selecting the employee who reports to you, you can click on their portrait card, go to the tab called Development and Growth, see their proficiency in terms of competencies and behaviors that would help you to make a final decision on employees' potential. And based on that, you may move to experience and qualifications. Once you have reviewed the competencies ratings as well as experience and qualifications, you can make a decision on the potential of the employee. Potential is available in career planning icon. You will see talent ratings and the pencil on the right. By clicking on that pencil, you may add the potential level to the employee who you have selected from the organization chart and who reports to you. Once you have done this, you will be able to view the 9-box talent grid properly, and it will give you correct information of the performance and the potential of the employee.